Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm just going to do a little quick overview about what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, since I basically made a decision already. And the decision that I've made is that I will in fact sell out of every single stock that I own, simply because I believe that most stocks right now are overvalued, specifically these few ones down here. Tesla, I feel like it's overvalued right now at $800. I'm up 62% on it. Facebook, I feel like it is overvalued right now at 36%. Even though Facebook's a beast, I feel like it is too expensive, and I'm going to take my profits on all of these. I will take even a few losses, specifically towards, I believe, Uber. I'm down on this position. Actually, I'm up on this position, Uber. Let's see. Roku, am I down on? I'm down on Roku a little bit. Roku has always been overvalued in my opinion, but I felt like I had a good purchasing price at a certain time, and I didn't get in at the lowest points, and I missed out on that boat, but I still got in. There's Canopy and Aurora Cannabis. I'm selling all these stocks, which should bring my buying power to about $40,000, just about 40,000 or 41,000, in which I will use all that buying power to use on selling puts, and I'm going to be selling puts on Aurora Cannabis, and specifically I'll be trying to get in at 11 or 12 depending on tomorrow what happens in the beginning of the day. If Aurora Cannabis stays between $15.50 and $6 throughout the day, then I will buy the $12 put. If it goes up more, or if it goes up more, then most likely I'll buy a higher put. If it goes down more, then most likely I'll buy the $11 put. And with that money, I should be able to generate anywhere from $400 to $750 per week, in which I would use to just stack up cash. My goal is to hit about $500 per week with a really low amount of risk. And if my sell does get executed, then I will have $30,000 worth of Aurora Cannabis stock at a lower price. And worst scenario is that it goes back down to its all-time lows of around $5, but I don't believe it will go down that low anymore, because it's been doing pretty well, making some great moves so far. And as long as if it can keep cutting its expenses down more and get positive cash flow, then I think Aurora Cannabis might hit its lowest points now. Actually, it depends on what happens next quarter. If it moves in the right direction, then I'll be 100% set on holding Aurora Cannabis. Right now, it's just a good indicator to me, saying this they're taking the first few steps and they're going in the right direction. So as long as they keep going in that right direction, then I wouldn't mind holding. And if I'm holding it at around $11 or $12, then I would be selling calls to make even more premium on it, most likely more closer to $700, because even as you see, it's at $15.80. Even if it was at $4 above, it's at 57 cents or $57 per contract, and I will most likely have 20 to 30 contracts. So most likely I'll be making about anywhere from $400 to $750. That's the main goal for me, and my goal is hopefully to keep that trend going, bringing in $500 cash until maybe the end of the summer or the end of July. Summer is at the end of summer, September, so the end of July. And then I personally believe once earnings comes in July, end of July, that's when we're going to start seeing the markets drop more and more. And then the election coming up, it's just right now I feel like the market is way overvalued. It's basically up 38% from its all-time lows. 38% from right here to right here, yeah. Or 32%. It's up over 30% from its lows. And I made about 30% from the bottom to where it is right now, and that's a good enough gain for me. And I'm willing to stay cash until I see the markets actually start trending in the right direction, which is downwards, because right now I have seen no reason why the market should keep going up to all-time highs. I just don't see the reason why the market should be going up. And that's why I'm going to take my profits right now and just wait it out and make my income, my weekly income, which is even $300 a week. For me, that's perfectly good. Making $1,200 a month. In a few months, in a couple months, I'll get back to $30,000, and once the market crashes, I'll have a huge cash position to start buying at the lowest points. And even if it retests lows, most likely I will buy Tesla. If Tesla goes back to $300, no matter how much money I have, I'm buying all the shares at Tesla, because most likely Tesla will bounce back to 900, and that's going to be a 2 to 3x gain on the money. Let's just say I have $20,000 to $30,000 saved. That's a $60,000 gain right there. Or Uber, even Uber, if Uber goes back down all the way to $14, that's more than 2x. And yeah, I'll just most likely buy any of these companies that drop down the hardest. I'll most likely get back into most of these companies once the market decides to go back down, and I'll buy in a lot more than I did before, because I would have so much more money to get in. Excuse me. To get in. And yeah, that's the plan, guys. Sell everything. Sell puts on Aurora Cannabis. Make as much cash as possible. Wait till the market's correct again. And once the market's correct, I'll have a lot of cash to buy at the lows. That's my plan for now. And I'm going to stick to it for as long as possible. And hopefully, as time goes on, my weekly income will be going up more and more and more. And I'll still be depositing some money from work every 2 weeks. Maybe every 2 weeks I'll be able to deposit anywhere from $300 to $600. So I'll most likely be able to deposit anywhere from like $700 to $1,200 per month into my account. So my account should be growing very, very nicely from now until the market decides to crash again. And once the market decides to crash, I'll be ready to capitalize on that. Even if it takes 1 year, I'll wait 1 year, I'll wait a year, because right now I haven't been buying anything since the dip of mid-March, and I just see the more the market goes up, the more harder the markets are going to drop. The higher the markets go up, the higher they're going to drop. That's my perspective right now, and let me know if you guys agree or disagree in the comments, and let me know what you guys are doing. I'll most likely show the cash balance tomorrow and all that, just to keep you updated. I know I haven't made that many videos, been busy with work, and my portfolio's been up $2,000 since, which is good. And I did deposit a lot of money, about $1,000. So yep, that's the end of the video. Please drop a like, subscribe, turn post notifications on for more updates, and most likely I'll do a lot more updates depending on how I see the situation. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.